Hi friends, welcome back. It is so good to see you. I hope that you are doing well. We have so much to get caught up on. So in this video, I am going to share with you a little bit about baby's birth story. I did do a little bit of video footage. It's not great, but we're just going to roll with it. And I'm going to kind of navigate you through that. And then you're going to get to meet baby more. You're going to find out what his name is if you don't already know, because I did post on the community tab, and then I've been keeping you up to date on Instagram as well if we're friends over there. But also I'll share with you a little bit about postpartum and, kind of how I'm doing and new life as a mom. And also if you hear a poo or a whine or something, baby Moore is right here so I can keep an eye on him. And speaking of, hold on just a moment. It is currently his nap time, so I'm going to try to do this while he's sleeping. But also, look at my sweatshirt. Is it not just so cute? My friend sent me this, and not only is it super cute, but fleece and super warm, but also it fits me, because I thought that all of my maternity clothes would carry me over postpartum, but totally different fit. My body's totally different, but anyways, let's just go ahead and jump into the video footage that I did take. Hi friends, good morning. Welcome to the beginning of baby Moore's arrival, his birth story. It is currently 2:30 in the morning. We're about to head out to the hospital. We're going to stop and get a bite to eat before we get there, because once I get there, start the induction, I won't be able to eat. So I'm going to fill up on some food. Went to bed probably closer to 12, so about an hour and a half of sleep. Feeling pretty good. So here we go. All my stuff packed in the back seat. I tried to pack as minimal as I could, but it seems like we just keep adding more stuff to it when you think of something. But anyways, I called before we headed to the hospital to make sure that they had a bed for me. She said because sometimes they have delays, so it seems like should be on time.
Help somebody with
Ice chips, so it'd be no problem for her.
It's something I gotta keep with me, right?
Or leave it in the car.
What's this say?
Just park right here.
Can you help me?
Super easy.
I'll park on over.
Can't get any closer than this.
Okay.
We've made it. They had a couple emergencies apparently, so we have to wait in the waiting room. Don't know how long that's gonna take, but just part of it. Oh boy, it's a big old belly. My breakfast was really good. Baby's bed's warm if you feel it. What's wrong with your finger? What's wrong with your finger? Okay, where do we even start? So we get here at 4:30. They had some emergencies last night, so they didn't have a bed for me. So we waited in the waiting room for 3 hours. I napped a little bit. David said I was dreaming, like jerking and stuff, but we get back here, everything's happened so quickly. It's after 1 o'clock right now. When I got here, my cervix was actually dilated 1 centimeter, which is great. All that exercise and stuff that I did yesterday, it paid off. It worked. We were a little bit dilated, but I have a balloon in me right now, 2 of them, and they're very, very painful. I'm having consistent, regular contractions. We're about mid-level, like I'm having one right now. Painful, but also I got this medicine called miso, and you put it in your gums, and it just irritates your cervix to get things going. And for an hour, I was sweating and going to the bathroom, about to throw up. They had to give me something for nausea. Within that hour, I thought something was seriously wrong. I was in so much pain. It was a 10 out of 10. Sometimes that miso drug, it does that. And I'm telling you, I was miserable. I couldn't talk. I couldn't function. I couldn't think straight. And I thought, oh Lord, if this is 1 centimeter, there's no way I'm going to make it. So we talked about different pain options. The anesthesiologist came in, and a very nice guy. Oh, by the way, everybody here is wonderful. It's been wonderful. And the nurse said that he walked out wide-eyed, like, she's in a lot of pain, like, she's not okay. But by the grace of God, I laid down right here because I couldn't sit, couldn't stand, couldn't lay down. I was so hurting. But by the grace of God, I laid down, and the pain subsided. I was able to get a little bit comfortable to chill out. But David's gone to the car. We're about to start the Pitocin. I wasn't going to do an epidural, but it's just between all of the options, it's the one. I'm going to have to I'm going to do it. But this balloon is very painful. Whew. But David went to the car to get a few things, and he'll be back. Everybody's texting and stuff. I haven't really replied because that's I'm telling you, when I was in that moment, it was so bad. But anyways, I don't even know if I'm putting the camera in my head. I probably need to find something on TV or something, try to keep myself occupied. This is happening. No turning back now. They always say the baby boy looks really good on the monitors. Several hours later, the balloon has come out. Contractions are increasing, very painful. Somebody is having a baby screaming and hollering in the other room. It made me cry. It's rough. My baby doll is so tired. He needs that snore. He needs that sleep. That's it. Midnight. But here's where I did not record anything else. We went through so much in those 24 hours of labor. Like, I wouldn't be able to explain everything. I did write down, some of the details and things that I didn't want to forget, but it's just like all of that trauma that I was holding on to, it's starting to fade. Now that we're moving forward and baby Moore is here, and I'm 14 days postpartum as of today, but there was so much that went on. And, just some of the details is like, nobody talks about how painful an epidural is. Like, while you're working through extremely painful contractions, this thing is going in your back down to your very spine, into your bones, and that's very painful as well. And, getting that balloon in the very beginning, I would compare that pain almost to as painful as labor. It's intense. And, like the doctor said, I'm sorry, sweetheart, there's just certain pains, those labor pains, that an epidural won't touch. And so, I don't even know. There's just so much. And then my heart rate dropped twice down to 70 over 50 something. And they couldn't find baby's heart rate. So a team of doctors and nurses, they rushed in and they put oxygen on me. And they start pushing me around and moving me around. And my whole body, my legs are numb. And they're getting me on all fours. And I'm like a cow, posted up on my elbows. And, it was a very traumatic thing, thinking, well, what's going to happen to my baby? is my baby okay in that situation? And, you know, I was just at the mercy of the doctors, and I would just pray, you know, God, it's in your hands, you know, help us. And that's what was really the most traumatic thing, you know, just worrying about if my baby was going to be okay. And then I pushed for about 35 minutes. You just won't believe how many people were in that room while I was pushing. They were prepared for, you know, whatever was going to happen to save mine and my baby's life. And David, he didn't just witness everything, he participated. He worked the birth, okay? They had him going into the room, the storage room, to get this, and he was working the monitors, and he was holding my head up and pushing one of my legs, and at the end of it, he was exhausted and his back hurt so bad. He was so amazing. I mean, I can't put into words what all him and I went through to get baby Moore here. But all of the doctors and the nurses, they were amazing to us. I will say they were just absolutely top notch. But, you know, after baby come out, you know, everybody's distracted doing this or that, but they're like doing stuff down here and sewing you up, and like that's all still very painful, you know, while the baby's sitting on your chest. And oh, they're like, sorry about that, you know. I tore like a 2nd-degree tear, and I guess they said that's pretty normal for first-time moms. But what I want noted is that baby, when he came out and laid his head right here on my chest, he picked his head up. He has such a strong neck, and I'm like, is that baby picking his neck up? Is this normal? Why is nobody paying attention to him? He picks his head up, and I'm like trying to get a look at him, and his eyes are wide open, and he's looking around, and he takes his hand and puts his thumb in his mouth like this, and he's looking around, and I'm like, is this normal that this baby is wide-eyed and that's that strong of a neck? He was wondering what's going on here, you know, what just happened? But I will forever tell him that story after he's born. But it was so funny.
Mm-hmm.
With his little arm. Oh, I can't believe he was lifting very rough. But anyways, this is Tuesday, February the 25th, 2025. Baby Moore was born at 8:46 this morning after laboring for 24 hours. He come in at 7 pounds, 10 ounces, and 21 inches long. There's my sweet baby. He just got done eating and all of that and nursing, and now he's snuggled up. Daddy's gone to get his stuff out of the car, so we can get him a nice little outfit on and a new hat and stuff, because this is what the hospital gave him, a little pink and blue one. But that's okay, he's not complaining. But my goodness, did we have a crazy 24 hours. So he's totally
I know it's been a struggle. I know you've had some pain. I know you feel tired, held down by all the weight. Yeah, I know you're feeling lonely. Your smile ain't the same. Not sure where to go from here. Feel like you've lost your way. Yeah. Don't give up, no, don't give in. Never lose hope, don't let go of the promise. It ain't done, yeah, he's got a plan. Watch him rain down, got a miracle. Watch him rain down.
Well, David is taking everything to the car. And we're getting ready to take baby Moore home. So we're just getting everything packed up. I don't look like myself at all. I'm so puffy and swollen all over my body right now. But anyways, baby Moore, he had to go for his 24-hour evaluation with the doctor, and so he'll be back any minute. We've got his outfit laid out, and we're headed home. We had to stop by the pharmacy and pick up a few prescriptions for me, but then we're going home.
I can see the strength inside you. Child, you're putting up a fight. Oh, you're stronger than you think
That is such a great
yeah, you're gonna be alright.
Even on the mailbox.
You're accepted, loved, and valued. Beautiful, you're shining bright. Yeah, you're living, breathing, moving. You can hold your head up high. Don't give up, no, don't give in. Never lose hope, don't let go of the promise. It ain't done yet, it's got a plan. Watch them rain down, the God of miracles. Don't give up, no, don't give in. Never lose hope, don't let go of the promise. It ain't done, life is worth living. Watch them rain down, the God of miracles.
Good morning, friends. It's such a beautiful, beautiful Thursday. I'm pretty sure it's Thursday. This morning, I believe it's going to rain some today. Baby has his first doctor's appointment this morning. We did make it home yesterday, and we have rotated shifts. This was our first night home with a newborn, and I took the first shift and slept a little bit. David's sleeping right now. I'm going to get him up just in a minute so he can drink some coffee and get himself together before we head out, because we have errands and stuff to do. But recovery right now, it's pretty rough on me. When I share the birth story and how everything went down, you'll understand I'm having a hard time walking and stuff, but I'm going to be okay. One more thing. I'm not having any postpartum issues mentally, so I just want to clarify that. I'm doing good. The only time that I have cried was after everything was said and done, and the very next day I took a shower and I just squalled, and I just praise God and thank God for bringing us through. You know, I'm just in awe. You can't look at a newborn baby and say that God doesn't exist. It's just this baby is our greatest blessing, and seeing David be a dad, I just love him even more. That baby going to his first doctor appointment.
And his first Walmart visit, man, buddy.
It's the first.
How we gonna make him at Walmart? Grab fingers, does he?
Yeah, they're really cold right now.
Grab my fingers.
Watch them rain down, God of miracles. Oh yeah. Watch them rain down, God of miracles. Oh yeah. The God of miracles. Oh.
As far as like postpartum and healing, I mean, like I said, I am only 14 days postpartum. I don't know how all of this works, but I will tell you that a few hours after I gave birth, I needed to get up and go to the bathroom. My right leg was still very, very numb. And so I buzzed the nurse and asked her to help me go to the bathroom. Well, when I got to the bathroom, she was busy doing something else and just left me standing there, and my leg gave way and I fell like dead weight, and I hit that hard tile bathroom floor, and I hit my head on the door, and I've got a massive bruise that's healing up on the back of my arm and a knot on my head, and it jarred and hurt my back really bad. And I was really scared that, you know, it had messed up my stitches or something going on there. But that has contributed to my healing process. You know, I already had back and hip issues, so a hard fall like that is like a car crash for me. And so I think that that has made my recovery a little bit more harsh. And then also when I went to fall, the nurse grabbed my arm and jerked me, and then she fell on top of me, and it made it worse. As far as labor and delivery, they were wonderful, but when it came to recovery, it wasn't so great. Like, also, when in the middle of giving birth, they had to move my PICC line because it had swollen up really bad because it hadn't been used for a minute. And they put it right here in this arm. And then one of the CNAs, she took it out and then took my blood pressure on that same arm. And there was like an insane amount of blood that had just squirted out everywhere, all over the bed, the floor, everything. So the recovery room, it wasn't so great, but you know, my body, it's different. I don't know, like, does my body, your stomach, does it stay like this? Is this my starting point, or is it going to continue to shrink? And then also, I've been extremely swollen because they fill you full of sodium to try to keep your blood pressure down during labor. And I'm telling you, I have been looking like a freak with how swollen that I am and hard to walk on my legs, my feet, and they're still not there yet. I mean, there's still some numbness to them. So, yeah, it's been an experience. And as far as mental, I'm just now starting to really experience some of the things. Like, I'm not healed. I'm not fully there yet. But by the grace of God, I get a little bit better every single day. And yeah, everything is going to be okay. We're not going to worry about body image or things that we can change, because as soon as we get the go, and then I'm going to be on top of that. But I have my OBGYN first checkup coming up next week. So that will be good. But so we had a family member come visit him in the hospital, and she was sick. And so his first week of life, he was sick, and it was so scary. But we did everything possible to help him. Bought an air humidifier, an air purifier. We kept all of that cleaned out. And anyways, we did many different things. And then he got me sick. And I'm 90% better, but I still have that in the back of my nose. And I'm like, I was just sick before I gave birth, so how am I sick again? But anyways, we're all on the mend. But it is his nap time. So I don't want to disturb him, so we're going to end the video here. But his name is Arthur David Moore Jr. He is named after his daddy. I had a name picked out, Evan. That's what I wanted to name him, Arthur Evan. And then David had a name picked out, Felix, you know, after his dad. Because David is 6th generation Arthur. And I like the name Felix, but I just, not for baby Moore. So it was literally a last minute decision. We were about to leave the hospital and we didn't have a name, and we couldn't leave without a birth certificate. And it just felt right to name him after his dad. So he is going to go by Arthur. And he's such a good baby. You know, I love being a mom and getting to experience all of this. We've moved so many things around, like the dresser is sitting here. Obviously, you can see that, but I'm sure there's so many other things that I wanted to tell you, and I have just forgotten it at this moment because, let's just be real, I'm tired. You know, I'm a little tired, but I'm blessed. I'm happy, but I am a little bit tired. He's going to get a bath tonight because his umbilical cord has fallen off, and, you know, we've officially given the go that he can be submerged in water. So we're going to wash his hair and his little tush tonight until I'm a little bit more comfortable doing it by myself. I'd rather David be here with me, but there's lots of exciting things in the works right now, the Lord willing, if it all works out. So I can't wait to share that with you and bring you along for the journey. Thank you for being here on this journey with me. Thank you for praying, for the birth. And I do believe it's because of your prayers that we made it through. It could have been very different. Right when we were going to deliver, there was this woman, and she was right here. I couldn't tell you what she looked like, but she came up and her voice was just so calming, and she says, "Hi, my name is Angel, and I'm going to be taking care of your baby." Like that. And was that woman an angel in that delivery room with me? I don't know. I keep thinking about that. I couldn't tell you what she looked like, but I don't know. Her voice was just so distinct and comforting, and she took care of baby more after he was born. But anyways, he's gonna get fussy, and I want to get him put down. But anyways, thank you for being here. Thank you for all your prayers, all your love and support. Baby Moore is here. God is good. God is faithful. He is faithful. Don't you forget it. I never will. When I look at his little face, God is faithful. But anyways, love you. You keep fighting that good fight of faith, and the Lord willing, I will see you again very soon.